of which there are many. As you can imagine, after how many years? 24 years or something of doing yoga, I've got quite a lot of yoga books. And this is one of my favorite ones, and it's called Yoga and the Quest for the True Self by Stephen Cope. And what I really love about this book is it's kind of written a bit like a novel. So it's about his experiences of his life, but also of practicing yoga and his quest really for his true self, I guess. And he's a really interesting writer because he's also a psychoanalyst as well as a Buddhist. So I can really recommend it if you're wanting a good book to get into that's quite easy to read. This is a good one. I can put it on the chat at the end of the meditation. So I wanted to read just a couple of things from it. He's talking about, he goes to Kripalau retreat center, and he never kind of leaves. He stays there for about 10 years. So he goes on a retreat and he loves it so much, and he has such a kind of profound experience there that he just ends up staying there. He kind of gives up his life and stays there, and eventually trains as a yoga teacher and becomes kind of a very integral part of it all. So the book's kind of about his journey, but also the people that he meets along the way that are also taking part in yoga practice and meditation practice, and their experiences. And he's talking about one particular woman who, and this place is just kind of upstate New York. So a lot of the people that come there are very burnt out media types, living in that very kind of fast-paced life where they work really, really hard and they never stop. And then they come to the retreat center and they're usually pretty burnt out and in a bit of a mess, really. But he talks about one student that comes and she kind of has this realization of coming back to her body, of like being out of her body for kind of so long. And she says, just being in my body makes me happy. I don't have to do anything or prove anything. What freedom. And then he goes on to say, our bodies are our best hope to rescue us from our false selves. Yogis discovered this truth. We begin our knowing of reality with the body, the physical sheath, Anamaya kosha. There is no way around it. We must turn towards the body, not away from it. And he talks about that all the time through the book, about how, we're tuning into the body, we're tuning into the breath all the time to kind of reveal our inner truth, if you like. So just bring yourself to a comfortable seat, or you can lie down. You can lean against a wall or lean against the sofa, whatever helps you to feel comfortable, or lean against each other if you've got a friend there. And just start to tune in and notice your physical body, notice your physical presence. And feeling your place on the earth, your weight, this physical sheath, Anamaya kosha. The edges of your physical body, where you can feel your physical body touching the earth. And feeling the earth, the very physical presence of the earth, supporting you and holding you. And at the moment, we're being faced with, this turning upside down of everything that we know, everything that we thought was real. Now we're bringing probably some questions to what was our reality. Because our reality now, for most of us, is very different. And how do we deal with that? How do we face that from a place of love and openness and acceptance? And some of us are working very hard, working harder than we were working before, especially key workers, people that are helping look after the sick and, really there on the front line. Some of us are, really being challenged physically, mentally, and might be feeling very exhausted and very depleted. How do we face those challenges from a place of acceptance and from a place of being present, being connected to the breath, to the physical body, and being okay with things as they are? And part of that acceptance is letting go of a yearning for the past or a yearning for the future. Because if we just do that constantly, that creates suffering. Because we can't have what was. And we also can't jump into the future, because that will mean that we're not satisfied, that we're unhappy with how things are right now. And taking some time to really tune in and connect to the body and to the breath. And notice, what do I feel right now? What's around for me physically, mentally, emotionally? And if I focus on the breath, slow the breathing down, and really feel that movement of the breath, can I start to shift and let go of some of that tiredness, fear, anxiety, helplessness? And can I start to recharge myself with energy, with light, with openness, with love? And if you go deep within and really focus inwards, you'll realize that the answers to all of this is yes, you can. You can shift how you're feeling. You can become more relaxed in your body. Just by visualizing, imagining, being relaxed, feeling joy, visualizing energy spreading through the body, feeling your connection to the earth, your solid presence, but also your energetic presence, energy vibrating through you. Full of life, full of resonance. By taking time to meditate, to do yoga, to move, to connect to your physical body, you're giving your body chance and your mind to recharge, to be nurtured, to shift your energy, become more awake and more present. And sitting in meditation and tuning in can often mean going into these feelings of discomfort and allowing yourself to feel them in order to then let go of them. It's often easier to stay in the mind and push these feelings down, to stay busy, because tuning in can feel very overwhelming and uncomfortable. But keep noticing each time you're able to shift, change perspective, let go of some of these feelings and experience joy, connection, openness, presence, love. each time you give yourself this opportunity to tune in, to sit, to practice, you become to know yourself, your true self, a little bit better, to know your body a little bit better, and to trust your inner voice, your inner guide, your inner guru. And discover that peace, that stillness that resides within you. The calm in the center of the storm. And you can take yourself there at any moment. I think what's difficult is as you become more awake and more conscious and present, you're very much more aware and sensitive to other people's pain, fear, anxiety, distress. When you go out into the world, and that is difficult. You feel that in others. But we can send them love. From this place, or when we see them, when we see that pain, when we see that fear, we can send them love and connection. We're all in this shared experience together. So I'm just going to finish by reading something from a Buddhist teacher. We fall down and down until we touch the ground, until we relate with the basic sanity of the earth. We become the lowest of the low, the smallest of the small, a grain of sand, perfectly simple, no expectations. If you are a grain of sand, the rest of the universe, all the space, all the room is yours. Because you obstruct nothing, overcrowd nothing, possess nothing. There is tremendous openness. You are the emperor of the universe because you are a grain of sand. So just bring your hands to your heart center, bowing your head and opening the eyes. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Have a beautiful Saturday. Lovely to see you all. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you. Nichi, what was the book called?
It's called, I'll put it in the chat. I shall put it in the chat.
Thank you.